father that I know that came to me and saw me making these, and he said, "What are you doing?" And I told him, and he said, "I had a child that died. And when my wife was in the hospital," he said, "she couldn't go out and get something nice for the baby." And he said, I didn't know what I was doing. And he said, it would have been wonderful to have this available so that we didn't have this to worry about on top of the stress that you feel. And I had a lot of girls come to me and say, "What do I do with these old dresses?" Plus I had some dresses that people would donate and say, "This is my grandmother's dress, I want to make a christening gown." And I would, and then I have extra material left. And it gave me an outlet to repurpose those gowns so that none of that would be thrown away, because wedding gowns are precious to people. And now they're even more precious to be repurposed for these infants in the hospital.
Seamstress Debbie Source has made dozens of baptismal gowns for infants who will never leave the hospital. She's a parishioner at Church of the Good Shepherd in Indiana County and was inspired by fellow parishioner Ann Kowalczyk, whose granddaughter was baptized in the hospital before she passed.
And we arrived at the hospital, they were already waiting for us, and she dressed like a queen. They put a white gown on her. Where does it come from? I did not even think about it, and I feel a little bit guilty that I did not dress her up, but they did it for me. And as soon as I saw that she was so pretty, so dressed up, they did that for me. I had this feeling that at one point I will give back. I don't know how, but I will give back.
Together, the women collect wedding gowns to repurpose, and they are truly heroes of hope. For many years, Catholic Charities of the Diocese of Greensburg has assisted organizations in repurposing clothing for children and adults by recognizing, honoring, and raising the profiles of St. Vincent de Paul and Christian layman organizations. Both provide an outreach ministry that helps to clothe thousands at a discounted rate. But it's about more than just clothes. It's about providing an uplifting experience and treating every person with dignity. That's part of the mission of Catholic Charities, and it can continue with your generous donations to the Heroes of Hope Guardian Angel Appeal.
For the longest time, I didn't know where my talents would lie, and many of us don't know that. We don't know how we can help. We don't know what talents and gifts God has given us, but He's given us all talents and gifts. We just need to find them.
What Ann and Debbie are doing is using the gifts that God has given them, not just for themselves, but to show that mercy to others, to show God's love to others. It's a beautiful way of using the gifts that God has given them to build up the church.
Your contributions to the Guardian Angel Appeal will continue to build up the church as well.